Hey guys, welcome back to more NCIS. We are getting pretty close towards the end of the season, so just a quick heads up for those of you who are wondering. We normally do 2 episodes a week, but whenever the show lands on an odd number instead of an even number, I will end it with an odd one. So this week we're going to have 2. Next week, the season finale will be episode 23. That'll be a singular episode. It's just to keep it straight for my schedule. So first of the 2 for the week, episode 21. Let's go. Oh, we're not going to find a body in here, are we?
What are you going to do with this truck?
I don't know. Sell it, I guess.
Any idea what year it is?
No.
He's been a bit nosy, isn't he? Ah, okay, well,
Smart.
now everyone's going to be in your business. Okay. Oh, he looks pissed. Yep.
My car got towed. Had to take the bus to work this morning. Hi, this is Anthony DeNozo. I'm trying to locate my car. You've already put me on hold 3 times.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Near campus. Really hope she was over 21.
You know what kind of people take the bus?
Yeah, I take the bus.
Exactly. You two are spending the weekend together. Hold on, let me paint a picture.
He just
Your
did.
pig.
Gibbs.
To spend all day trying to figure it out. I do not need him distracted. What'd you find out about the petty officer?
He rented a storage locker 10 months ago just before he was shipped off for Iraq.
Died in Fallujah last week.
McGee, you stay here. Contact NCIS in Iraq. Find out everything you can about petty officer
his locker.
Dobbs. Talk to me, Duck.
Well, it's definitely female, Jethro. The male pelvis is shaped like a butterfly. The age.
Doctor?
It's corrugated in a woman's teens and then smooths out during her 20s and 30s. What is so urgent, Mr. Palmer?
It's just that he
Who?
Special Agent Gibbs,
What about him?
he left, Doctor.
Yes, I know he left. He left some time ago. Have you only just realized that?
No.
My car wasn't towed. It was stolen.
Oh, that's worse.
Storage locker, DeNozo.
Every renter has a code to enter the main gate, locker number plus the last 4 digits of their social
Any
security
cameras?
number. Petty Officer Dobbs, locker.
But you have the key to his locker.
Yeah, he mailed it to me with a will and power of attorney.
Wow,
A
really?
lot to saddle a friend with.
Just to mail it and go. Don't give you the
Stressful,
choice.
I'm sure. Do you have any idea who's in that truck?
You do, don't you?
No.
I think you do.
There was a girl, Nora Webb. We were all friends in high school. She disappeared our senior year.
They were well aware of Petty Officer Dobbs.
You got in trouble.
Just the opposite, boss. His CO wrote him up for a posthumous Silver Star. Actually, the CO wants to talk to you. He's standing by to go on.
Do not tell them what we found.
Got it.
My car's part of my being.
It's a car, Tony.
It's a classic. Kate.
What does he drive?
It's a 90 ZR1 Corvette. Powerful, fast, gorgeous.
Now, I understand you're a former Marine, Agent Gibbs.
I am.
Then you know we don't take this lightly.
Sir, Petty Officer Dobbs wasn't a Marine, but he was one of us. He served in our platoon the whole tour as our corpsman.
Whatever you can do, we'd appreciate it, Agent Gibbs.
Understood, Lieutenant. How long has she been dead?
Well, how long's she been missing?
Almost 2 years. Petty Officer Dobbs rented the locker 10 months ago.
Affected by whether she was indoors, void of the elements, or buried outside in the ground.
That would be hard to
Duck,
determine.
I need to know.
Officer Billy Krieg confirms that Justin Dobbs was a person of interest in the disappearance of Nora Webb.
What else?
Not much.
Boss, Lieutenant Commander Coleman wants to talk to you.
Tell her I'm not here.
Why don't you tell me yourself?
Commander Coleman.
Special Agent Gibbs.
You again.
Tony.
Kate.
Off you go.
SecNav wants JAG involved in the investigation of Petty Officer Dobbs.
Why?
He's on the fast track for a Silver Star. The Navy doesn't want to be embarrassed by awarding it to a murderer.
Yeah,
Did he do
I
it?
get
I'll
that.
let you know when the investigation concludes.
His unit is pushing for a funeral with full honors. You've got 24 hours.
That's not enough time.
So that comes from the Secretary of the Navy. Second, right? 24 hours, give him full honours, and then it turns out.
Cancel all weekend plans.
Yep, I always knew that was coming. Oh man, we've got an urgent rush on here. Because if the guy really truly is innocent, there's only one possible opportunity for him to be awarded the Silver Star and buried with honours. It's not like you can find out after digging back up, give him the honours, and then put him back again. It's either now or never, isn't it?
The girl in pink is Emmy Poole with our victim, Nora Webb.
Right.
The timestamp's accurate on this tape. This would have been shot 2 days before she was reported missing.
Actually, I did, Tony.
I didn't.
Parents bought one for me the day I turned 16.
Duster.
Nope.
Gremlin.
Not gonna guess it, Tony.
One of the Ford trilogy of Dorkmobiles.
84 Camaro Z28 5-speed.
Fuck off. Sorry. You've got to be shitting me.
Car, McGee.
Well, the first day I got behind the wheel, I had a slight thing. I was trying to figure out the wipers. Took my eyes off the road for a second. When I looked up, there it was, right in front of me.
What?
Bus.
Oh, no.
I got a student pass the day I got out of traction.
Bloody hell.
Justin Dobbs was the prime suspect?
Noah Webb was last seen leaving a party with him. When we brought him in, he had scratches on his face and arms.
Sure, he had an explanation, of course.
Don't they always?
They ever have anything between them before?
No. But he had been drinking.
When we couldn't find the body, the DA chose not to go forward.
I'd like a copy of that case file.
Not a problem.
When do we get our daughter back? Our investigation is almost over.
Chief Whalen concluded the investigation a long time ago.
Our investigation will only confirm it.
We don't need a confirmation.
Well, they do. I know it's heartbreaking for them, but don't you want to know the absolute truth?
Do you know how?
You've already lost her. If it was my kid, I'd still want to know for sure.
What do you got, Abs?
He's doing it again, McGee.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what?
You become Gibbs when he's not around.
Yeah, you can do it.
Actually, you do.
Yeah, you do.
What do you got, Abs?
You've been in a foul mood all day.
That's another Gibbs trait.
He didn't read it until he died?
Anything wrong with that?
Who else knew about the will?
No idea.
There's something strange as to why he's posted it onto her, though.
So you and Petty Officer Dobbs?
We were tight in high school.
Yeah, I think you were still
Listen, it was
tight.
his idea to go off to the stupid war, okay? I didn't need this. Friends. It was high school, okay?
I'm not sure they were friends. They may have been friends at one point. I think that ended violently.
Something interesting, Mr. Palmer. Dim bones, dry bone. The shoulder bone connected to the neck bone connected to the head bone.
Nothing.
Correct. The hyoid is the only one not articulated to any other.
Cool.
This one is distorted.
Looks like it's been crushed.
And that would suggest
strangulation.
Okay, then.
No idea.
What do you have, McGee?
Well, the records show that no one accessed the storage facility with Petty Officer Dobbs' code after he deployed.
Yeah, Gibbs.
I have got nothing here. I still think it's the girl, but there's no reason for me to think that.
My car was used in a convenience store robbery in Tennessee.
No.
But I'm cool. So not important in the grand scheme of things.
That also now means you ain't getting your car back anytime soon, because now it's going to be evidence. Oh, shit.
You've had 24 hours.
Not enough time.
Not enough.
Petty Officer Dobbs' body left Kuwait an hour ago. You are forcing me to have the medal withheld.
You might be denying a hero his due. You're breaking up, Faith.
I can see you just fine.
Must be a solar flare.
Gibbs.
You got something, Doc?
Yeah,
I'm
cause of
assuming
death,
the doc doesn't have
strangulation.
access in there, right?
You ever think that the petty officer might be guilty?
Crossed my mind.
Telling me your gut says he's not guilty.
Some Marine guts in Iraq saying that. Yeah, my gut says it too.
Your gut or Semper Fi?
This is NCIS Special Agent Todd. I'd like to speak with Emmy Poole.
Not gonna happen, Agent Todd.
Oh, she's dead. How is she now dead? Oh, okay.
If we hadn't called the house, would you have notified us?
Eventually.
Emmy Poole was material to my investigation.
That was a local matter. Just like this is.
Oh, this dude just wants the case closed.
We just removed the body. Crime scene's intact.
Leave a note?
Not that we found. On medications for the past couple of years. According to the mother, Amy was close to Nora. Took her disappearance hard.
Thing is, kept getting the feeling she wasn't telling us everything she knew.
All there is to know is Justin Dobbs killed Nora Webb.
Just our Jackoffs. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Thought it was. She's a pretty girl. I like girls with freckles. Is it obvious? He's trying to appeal to your softer side
What's
here.
your idea of an apology?
For what?
The fact that you know where to find me on a Sunday morning is a little scary, Gibbs. Please?
Not as scary as your trunk.
Yeah.
What do you want?
The girl who found the remains in Petty Officer Dobbs' truck is dead. Suicide, maybe.
Convenient.
You
See,
think she was
she's
involved?
loads of freckles.
I don't know. She could have had an accomplice. Not if I order his remains quarantined at Dover Morgue.
What are you up to?
I need our ME to examine the body as part of our investigation.
Get to the truth.
Dobbs died as a result of enemy fire in Iraq.
You can never be too thorough.
You're pushing it, Gibbs.
Witnessed Petty Officer Dobbs saving lives. No one witnessed him taking one.
My money's that this lad didn't do this. It takes a certain type of person to have killed someone and then go and do what he did and literally be the complete opposite and have care and compassion and risk in their own life. A killer wouldn't do that. So I understand Gibbs wanting to quarantine his body even though it's not connected with his death whatsoever, just so that this lad gets the proper burial. I really, really hope it doesn't turn out to be him, but the way that it's looking now, we have an accomplice here that we don't know about.
We don't know if you've heard about Emmy Poole. Her poor mother. Well, we're sorry to bother you. Just a few questions. Emmy practically lived at our house. She was always sleeping over.
They ever have a falling out?
Oh, God, no. She was caught in the middle between her two best friends, Nora and Justin.
Okay, sorry for pausing again. Okay, new theory. I've nothing to go on, and this series has taught me one thing so far, that the more I try and work them out, the more they seem to do the exact opposite and lead you purposely in one direction so that it's a surprise, that it's not all linear and really easily to work out like a lot of detective series are. So, if they really were this close, and she practically lived here with her and was always here, and they were best friends, what if her husband, in other words, the girl's father, is involved? I.e., he liked her friend a little bit too much. Something went wrong, and he's done it. Just a theory.
She couldn't handle it. And then finding Nora?
Oh, the wife found out she did it.
The past 2 years have been hell for us.
What are you doing here? Chief Whalen said we don't have to deal with you.
I've shifted my focus onto him.
He killed our daughter. As far as I'm concerned, he's responsible for Emmy's death as well.
You're justified in saying that, but it's also a really good cover.
Loud, overbearing, politically incorrect.
It is tempting, Kate.
Gas guzzler.
I love the car I have.
Had.
That's funny.
But for your sake, I do hope that you and she reunite.
She's been violated.
God's sake, Tony.
Here to escort us to the city limits. Officer?
The chief wants you to leave the Webbs alone.
Well, we realize that, officer. We're just trying to resolve Petty Officer Dobbs' guilt or innocence.
First of all, you owe me big time. It took Kate and me 6 months to get the reservations to that spa. Promise you everything until he gets what he wants. Right, McGee?
Well, actually,
Thanks, McGee. And identical traces on the inside of the plastic she was wrapped in, but not on the outside. And then wrapped in plastic and then put in that truck.
You got anything more specific than dirt?
Well, I was trying, except my mass spectrometer crashed.
Sooner than later, McGee.
Why don't you just hire a service tech?
Well, I would, McGee, but it's Sunday.
We came to the same conclusion, suicide indeed. The
Really?
lacerations
So I
on
was
the young
totally
girl's
wrong.
wrists gave every indication of being self-inflicted.
They're holding Petty Officer Dobbs' body for it to Dover Morgue.
I'm way off
I
on
don't
this.
get it. I thought he died in combat.
I need you to take a look.
What do you expect me to find?
Nothing.
No.
I just need to buy more time.
I can spend forever finding nothing.
Excellent.
Are we still on? Weekend at the spa, if I come up with something really big. This is a piece of the plastic sheet that the victim's body was wrapped in.
Trace evidence?
No, but this is a really big butt. From analysis of the polymers and the resins, I tracked down the manufacturer.
Bloody
They've
hell.
reworked their formula. It's polyethylene, 4 mils thick. This is a brand new product, Gibbs. It's only been on the market for 4 months.
Petty Officer Dobbs has been in Iraq for 10 months. Couldn't have put it there.
So can I make those reservations now?
Only means he could have had an accomplice.
Emmy Poole?
Yeah, Gibbs.
To make it
You're
look
not
like
calling
this and for
with
her to
good
be
news.
found.
I'm sorry, Gibbs. SecNav made his decision.
Oh, no.
He won't sign off on the star.
Shit.
He's gonna want us to hang around.
I don't know. I can't imagine there's anything that can't wait till tomorrow.
Go ask him.
You ask him.
You're the special agent.
Yeah, well, he likes you more.
That's because I don't ask him stupid questions.
They all treat him like.
Rock, paper, scissors?
You go ask Dad.
On 3.
I'm not asking him. You're asking him.
No.
You weren't thinking about leaving, were you?
Oh,
No.
Absolutely not.
I was just gonna go check on the old spectrometer.
They're like naughty kids.
Assuming
It's mad.
Petty Officer Dobbs was innocent, why did Nora Webb's remains show up in his storage locker?
Someone was framing him.
Correct.
Emmy Poole knew about the locker, but after Petty Officer Dobbs died, so he couldn't defend himself.
It's one problem, though, boss. The computer shows that Dobbs's entry gate access code was used only once. She could have used somebody else's code. There's a surveillance camera.
Go with McGee. He's going to pick up the surveillance tape.
Don't do it.
You're driving.
The lock is almost virgin. It's hardly been opened, and it shows no sign of wear.
What the fuck was that?
It was open with a key.
He's the manufacturer's service tech. He gets triple time on weekends, and it's gonna be a while.
What did I just say? You'll get paid triple.
Really? That was quick.
It's a simple short. It's nothing you don't pick up in an intro ITT class.
Oops.
I
Okay.
guess they don't offer that at MIT.
No, now she's going to stick that
Any
to
luck with any
McGee.
psychiatrist?
You didn't check.
Well, it wasn't much of a challenge finding you. I actually do like to drink alone, but I figured you could use a pick-me-up. It's a lost cause.
Here to gloat?
Actually, I happen to believe in miracles.
Oh, really?
Figured if one did, I'd like to be standing by so I could call the Pentagon. Any particular desk I should use?
Richfield, case file.
We reviewed the entry gate security tapes. It's grainy, but we're hoping that Dabby's capable of enhancing it.
After you just interrupted her and didn't fix her mass spectrometer.
This guy opened up a locker the same day under the name John Weston.
Not a chance, Gibbs. A certainty.
The father.
Webb.
Were there any other surveillance cameras on the premises?
He would have to have known which locker was Dobbs.
And he would have had to have had a key because the lock was not picked. The soil found on her femur contains chemicals consistent with plant food.
Yeah, and what were they doing when you were talking to them?
Guy marries a woman with a gorgeous daughter.
Yeah,
I thought I made it clear we
that's
have
why I
nothing to
said
say
it.
to NCIS. Tony. I know, security
That's a
video
little
can be
bit
so
too much,
darn
didn't you?
unflattering.
What's going on?
She's now
Like tomorrow, we'll have your fingerprints from the storage locker rental agreement.
I don't understand.
You dug up and you moved the body because you were afraid that the new owners of the nursery would uncover it.
You scumbag.
Looking for a father figure.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
Of course
What
not.
was it like, Mr. Webb?
Emmy was always around. I enjoyed being with them.
Yeah.
As they got older, Emmy was advanced, sexually precocious. It all happened so gradual. And then one day, things got out of hand. I wanted to stop it, but...
What happened that night?
Emmy called, warned me that Nora had found out about us. Hysterical.
Well, yes, she would be. It's your daughter.
She and Emmy had gotten into a fight at the party. Justin Dobbs didn't know what the fight was about. Offered to drive Nora home. I couldn't let Nora tell her mother, and I tried to calm her. She started screaming. I put my hand over her mouth.
Yeah.
She wouldn't stop.
So you stopped her. Be solid for this.
I didn't mean to kill her.
No. But do you know what you show more than anything? Premeditation. You can't deny it. It doesn't matter the story and the circumstance. It's what you did.
So I'm thinking about going to Petty Officer Dobbs' funeral tomorrow. I've never witnessed the awarding of a Silver Star. Would you like to join me?
I thought...
I worked all weekend. Guess I could come in a little late on Monday.
So he's still on for it then? Because she said it was too late.
They found Tony's car.
It's on the I-40 in Oklahoma.
Oh, no way.
Kind of drives like Gibbs.
Wait for it. And it's toast.
That's harsh.
That's harsh.
The same cannot be said for the car, John. It's been completely demolished.
Fiberglass. Have a good weekend.
Your car's dead. Oh. His car's dead. Okay, another enjoyable episode, and included that was the little bit of the side story with what's happened to Tony's car. I mean, some men are as much attached to their cars as they are their wives or their women or whatever, and others just aren't bothered. You're either a car guy or you're not. He clearly is, and then he's going on about not wanting it back. Well, now you're not going to get it back. Anyway, as regards to the story, not a bad one. I was clutching at straws. I really thought the best friend might have been who was trying to do this. But then when that was starting to not look as though it was going to pan out, and it turned out that the suicide really was real, I was completely way off with that. I started focusing on the parents, because nobody else fitted the bill for this, especially seeing as when we eventually find out, with everything that Abby revealed with the plastic and everything, that the body was moved and it was after he was deployed, so there was no way it was him. His name now is no longer destroyed, his memory. Our JAG officer, who is beautiful, by the way, the actress, I have seen her in a couple of other things. Her and Gibbs are now going to attend the funeral. It's nice that he still gets full honours for that now. He had to stall as much as he could. Ducky helped him do that. Everyone pretty much helped him do that. McGee, you missed it. You were trying to be Mr. Tech guy, and apparently you missed a simple short. Anyway, so going back, I'm all over the place here. Going back, as soon as the mother said, she practically lives here, they're always here together, I was like, Dad. Happens more than you think, right? But the way in which the premeditation, as I mentioned in the episode, the way that he said he didn't mean to kill her, he just got out of hand, she was screaming, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but you were still prepared to have an affair with someone the same age as your daughter under your roof without your daughter or your wife knowing, and then having the planning and the forethought and the motive to try and plant it on somebody else who can't defend themselves because they're already dead. Good episode. Really enjoyed it. Right, we'll be back. Episode 22 next. Do not forget, if you are watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe. Post your comments down below. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you do want to watch any of them in full length, you know the score by now. The link is always in the description for Patreon. It's the lifeblood of the channel. I would appreciate if you just go have a quick look. And I will see you for episode 22, which is going to be the penultimate episode for this season. Now then, question. We're 2 seasons in. We're about to be heading towards the 3rd season. Has this series found its footing enough to give us embellish on a really big storyline for the end of season 2? Will they? I'm wondering if they will start something in the next episode and complete it in the final episode, or whether they might start it in the final episode and let it bleed over into season 3 as a cliffhanger. I don't know. The next one could be a normal episode. It might turn out to be a continuous storyline. I don't know whether this series even ever does that. Most do at some point. You've got to have a more elongated, ongoing catastrophe. You know, something big happened. The only problem that I'm worried about is 2 seasons in, and if I'm trying to think back when this show first aired, that to have a really big impact. And to do that, you might kill one of your characters off. I hope they don't. We'll see. Anyway, the only way we're going to see that is if you join me for the next one. So next one will be released the next day or so. So then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I will see you for episode 22 next.